In the previous video, this client has not had a haircut in over 15 years. When I first touched her hair, it felt like when you go to the beauty supply store and you buy horse hair, like synthetic hair, to go do braids, that's exactly what her hair felt like.
The arrogance, the effrontery, the unprofessionalism in every single word that proceeded out of her mouth. The professional hairstylist that went viral about 2 weeks ago, for calling her client's hair horse hair and claiming or saying that she has been in the hairspace, she has been doing that for over 20 something years of her life, but then do not have a manner of approach. You guys, this story is about to be interesting. I know I might be late to this story, yes, but it's better late than never. So let's just dive right into the whole video.
So her split ends were all the way at the root. And then when you add box color on top of it, she needed to go and get a clipper cut from a barber because I wasn't going to do it. As you can tell, and from the previous video and even in this video, she wasn't emotionally ready for her hair to be cut. And if you're not emotionally ready for the truth, you can't sit in my chair. She and I had an understanding, and I spoke to her and I told her, and I'm going to give it to you straight, no chaser, baby. You need to go and you need to cut it all off. The damage is, I can't save it. It's not even worth the energy and the time to save it. Now, some people would say, oh, well, why didn't you just pixie her? Her hair is so far damaged that you need to cut it really low, almost as low as mine, and let it grow out and then consider a pixie.
I've been doing hair since I'm 14. So in the 24 something years of doing hair, this is the worst I've ever seen. Really? Yes. Because let me tell you why it's the worst. It's the worst because, number one, you had a haircut in over 15 years, and number two, you put box color on top of it. So how long have you been box coloring the hair?
8 years ago.
Okay, so you see all of this here? You see all of this here? All this you can see through here? That's all got to go. That as women of color, we hold on to length, and you don't realize you're holding on to the length, but it's not healthy. So you're holding on to dead length, right? So now what's happening is, like, if I could see without really like flat ironing your hair, you would need to cut this off, this much off. That's all that is. I'm watching a movie right through it. It's that. It's not what we can do. Is if I can get it straight enough to cut it. This is how bad it is. This is what I'm trying to understand. If I can get you silky enough or straight, just not even silky, straight enough for me to cut it. If I can get it straight enough for me to cut it, then we could sit and look and have that discussion. Right. But I can't. Like it's gonna take me even longer. Had you not did the box color, this probably wouldn't be as bad. Right. But the synthetic chemical that's in the box color has this like this on top of the 15 years of not getting that haircut. Nobody can do better. So we get it. I understand. So I asked you, are you attached to length? Because if you're attached to length, I said both. Yeah, you did. You honestly said both. But what I'm telling you, usually when people honestly say both, when they see how damaged their hair is, when they see how damaged it is, they like, you right. Because it looks bad.
So you said here, I was saying here.
Like, you just asked me for my professional opinion. I gave it to you. Okay, here's the answer.
And then like the next two times.
No, these are the next two times. You lucky I didn't pull out my clippers. That's how bad this is. I don't think you're understanding that. You're lucky I didn't pull out my clippers. That's what I'm saying. Because that's how bad this is. Your hair, you doing this and doing this is not going to make it go away. It's not going to make it any easier. It's dead hair. So let me just tell you something. If you put oil, you put grease on a dead person, does it bring it back to life? No. So if you put oil and grease on it, it's not going to resuscitate this hair. You got to cut it off. You got to bury the dead person. It's the same thing. Okay. You got to get rid of it. But if you're going to hold on to it, if you're attached to it, if you attach to the boyfriend that's abusing you, you stay with him. You stay white. Other than that, I can't help you. Because me and my sisters, we don't cut that dead stuff off. I don't hold on to things that don't serve me. So,
and I understand that.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, can we cut this off?
You already asked that. I answered. So no. You're answered. Yeah. My client's hair is the healthiest hair because they do what? They listen. Okay. If you don't listen, the hair is not. It's not gonna work. I have a relationship with my clients and their hair has a relationship with me. But if you keep thinking you're gonna keep combing that section and it's gonna magically get all the way to the baby, you can watch it drop the one. You want my professional? You plait it. Take over to the barber on a Tuesday. Let them cut it all off.
No. Okay. So let's get the cutting.
So we watch you straight. I can't get it past that. That's what I'm trying to tell you because you're going and and I can't get it. You're like, no, but as a stylist, I do. Okay. I do. I don't hurt people. I don't create hair trauma. I told you it feels better, but I will say this and I will keep saying it. Black women's hair should not be this difficult. It is like dealing with a toddler watching. It's kind of like you ever see a bad kid and the parents like, oh Billy. It's like, no, you are pacifying the bad behavior. Cut it off and let's start all over again. We should not have it. Black people should not have this. We don't need to even go out here. As long as it's taken care of, it's treated, it's fine. Because you want to know what? I had 250 clients and I don't have this problem. You won't have this problem because the damage is in multiple parts.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
What I told you is we're gonna plait it in a section, and you're gonna have to make a decision of a big chop. I'm not taking money from you or anything. You need to make a decision of a big chop. Your hair is damaged in so many different spots. That is a titanium class A flat iron. It ain't going through that, baby.
So big chop is like how short?
Cut off. Start all over again. It is winter time. By summer you'll have some good length.
You said by the like
no clipper. Like hair? I don't want to say it's low, but clipper. You can at least say you have a mini fro. Yes. Your damage is in so many different parts. If you cut one side one way, would you want to let the other side?
No, I hear you.
It's because as we're keeping going, right? This is one side. You have a whole head. You got a whole head, sugar.
Before we continue, I would like you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop your comments in the comment section because this really went viral on TikTok about 2 weeks ago, like I mentioned. This particular hairstylist, 717 hairstylist or something like that, because she has already taken down the video. As of the time I checked, the video was not there. In fact, initially she deleted her page, but then restored it and then took down the video. So You can't even see the video if you search for it now on TikTok. And secondly, she like offed her comment section. She turned off her comment section, so nobody drops any comments because TikTok dragged. Did you see how I stretched that drag? TikTok dragged her. They really dragged her for her unprofessionalism. Now, this is what happened. This particular lady said that she's a professional hairstylist that had a client who came for consultation. And then, according to her, this client had a really, really damaged hair. But looking at that client's hair, I do not see it to the point that she's taking it to. Yes, her hair might be damaged, but not to the point that she is stretching it to. Now, instead of talking to this client calmly, like with empathy, zero empathy she doesn't have, she went ahead to call her client's hair horsehair and then threatened to bring out her clipper and shave off the hair. Like, even the client was being gentle and then trying to, you know what, tell her, okay, why don't we even do like cut out 2 inch or 1 inch of the hair? She goes, no, I won't do that. I would cut off your hair. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, it's so unprofessional coming from someone who claims to be a professional, who has been doing hair for 24 years, according to her. She started doing hair when she was 14, and she has been doing that for over 20 something years. You shouldn't speak to your clients that way, even if they have the worst hair, even if they, yeah, even if they have the worst hair. You should talk to your clients with empathy. You should talk to your clients with some respect. And some people even went on to say, "Oh, she herself doesn't even have hair; she's on low cut." And then you're trying to talk to someone else who has grown such hair in how many years to that amount, like to that length. You're trying to shave it off. Is it coming from a place of jealousy or is it coming from a place of envy? Yeah, and if you look at it that way, it's there is a point in what people are actually saying because TikTok did not have it. They dragged this lady. They dragged this lady like the tiger generator. So let me know what you think from the clips and the videos that you've watched. Let me know, is the lady actually, is she right? The new Jessie hairstylist, is she right? What she did, her approach, her manner of approach to the client, and to even think that the client was all calm and all chill and all cool, it sends some message. Is that how she attends to most of her clients? Because the lady was all calm, talking to her all calm, and then she goes, "You have horse hair. You were lucky I didn't pull out my clipper. I would cut this or so amount of length. This, that. And you sat there listening to her address you and your hair in that manner. You want to pull out your clipper to do what exactly? To shave my hair, to barb my hair, to cut off my hair. Like, I don't even get it. Anyways, I just thought to come on here and hear what we have to say because I know I made a video initially talking about how we do not have hairstylists that knows how to kind of take care of natural hair. I think that should be my last video before this one. And now we are seeing this. Now we have someone who is professionally trained to cater for natural hair, but then I don't know if your professionalism or if your training did not include empathy, manner of approach. You know what, guys? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. All right, guys. So let me just know what you think about this whole New Jersey hairstylist and her client stuff or saga that has been on for the past 2 weeks. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Hi guys, I hope this reaches the right crowd, but I just saw this hairstylist. She's called 7/17 hairstyling or whatever, and she turned the comments off and she turned off Stitch, so I couldn't stitch it. But basically she was just like, in my opinion, shaming this girl for how horribly, terribly beyond the pale, far gone, terribly damaged her hair is. And of course, I'm no hair expert. I cannot speak on what is truly damaged, what is not, whatever. But the fashion in which she was talking to her and shaming her for the choices she made and making jokes saying, yeah, you're going to have to chop it all the way off. And then the girl was like, could we hold on to maybe an inch or two? And she was like, no, it's so dead. It's all so dead. I can watch the TV straight through your hair. That's how damaged and fried it is. And you shouldn't, if you hadn't used box dye and whatever. And it's like, here's my thing. I feel like specifically being a black girl who used to straighten her hair a lot and is dealing with damage is obviously like focusing on cutting my hair to like keep it growing and, you know, cut away the damage. I just would never want to go to a stylist that would shame me like that, or at least talk to me with such a, like, just like such a harsh tone. She was talking in such a harsh tone that just so like off-put me, and it was just crazy. And I just do not believe that, like, specifically as a black woman, like, going in and, you know, your hair is fragile. And she was talking about, yes, like, everyone wants to hold on to length, which is so true. But like, I think she just needs to speak kinder, because yes, you can let someone know what the state of their hair is in a kinder way. I don't know. It was very off-putting, and I feel like she knew that we weren't going to like it because she turned off the comments, and like, that's fine. But that's my 2 cents.
Is anybody else clutching their daggone pearls off of that 717 video? The girl doing the consultation with the girl with the baby. Very not classy. Very not demure. Like, it gives mean girl. It gives bully. That was clearly what you do not do when it comes to giving consultations or just trying to tell somebody or educate somebody about the hair. What you were doing, that wasn't educational. Okay, it's like you were like trying to Ike Turner her into doing what you wanted her to do with her hair. Okay, just rude.